Good evening, everyone, on this GenLife webinar on this Wednesday, this beautiful Wednesday. I'm currently in Helsinki. We had a lovely week behind us with many opportunity meetings throughout the country in Norway, in Sweden, and in Finland. And tomorrow we are on the way to Estonia because our business is growing. My name is Dr. Peter Vertigem. I'm one of the co-founders of GenLife, and I'm happy you're joining us today. I see many people have joined us. Many people are logging in to hear about this great opportunity that we have to offer, and particularly about the great innovation that we are offering in the field of nutrition and health. Today, I'm going to be discussing that opportunity, that innovation, and at the end of the webinar, I will be opening the chat room for your questions, and I will go through them one by one. You can start typing already in that chat room should you have questions during the presentation. I'm going to start off the slideshow right now so that we can follow the slides. And as you can see, I'm one of the co-founders, but I'm very happy to be co-founding GenLife with Mariel Koitunen. We both have a long-term tenure in nutrition and health. We have both worked in companies, worldwide companies, that provide nutrition solutions to our everyday health problems to the market. And 2 years ago, we decided to form our own company, GenLife. And this was basically because we believe so much in personalized nutrition. We believe that personalized nutrition, designer nutrition, is the way of the future. I've been personally developing a lot of dietary supplements for many, many years. And, I was always a bit frustrated in the fact that we made products that supposedly were good for everyone. And, that is simply not true. If you think about it, people are different. People are not the same. And that means that at GenLife, we believe in science-based nutrition, yes. But most companies today, still today, make a product based on also science, but then tell everyone that they need that product. And me as a biochemist knows, and many other biochemistry in the scientific world knows, that this is not the best way. We're all different. We're all unique, certainly in character, certainly the way we look, but definitely also in our biochemistry. And that means that we have, in principle, to have a unique product. We want to turn the tables around at GenLife. We want to first find out what our people need before we start making their product for them. And that is a challenge. That is a challenge that we embarked on 2 years ago. But in 2 years of time of development of GenLife company, we were able to deliver it to the market in July. We are not all the same. If we would be all the same like this picture, we would all be using the same product. But we know it's not the case. We are built in a different way. We have different biochemical outcomes. We have different risk profile for health concerns. And we are using mostly nutritional intervention strategies from various companies because of the health benefits. So if we were all the same product for everyone would work best. But it's not the case. We're all different. Everybody has their own special uniqueness. And, nevertheless, most companies out there in the field give one product to simply everyone. And that is not the future of health and nutrition. If you go to the supermarket today, you're going to be buying dietary supplements or your vitamins or your antioxidants or omega-3 fatty acids. And that means you're going to be buying what everybody else gets at the same time. And that's not what we believe at GenLife. We believe we should serve everybody with their unique, personalized designer nutrition product simply because everybody is unique in their own regard. Now, why do other companies stick to this old-fashioned way of thinking? Well, basically, because there's not much better around. Now, let me give you an example of how the nutritional science field decides if a certain ingredient is effective or not. Let's take omega-3. Omega-3 is a very well-known supplement, and a lot of people take it because they believe it's good for my heart, it's good for my brain, it's good for my eyes. Well, how do you know that? How do scientific research shows that something is good for your heart? Let's say omega-3. Well, I can tell you in simple terms how it works. We take 100 people, we give them all an omega-3 supplement, and this is typically how the result would look like. A lot of people have benefits, but the benefits are like different for everybody. And some people have a negative effect, like a harming effect of that particular supplement. However, when we do research, we always think about averages. So the average of this result is the red line. And as you can see, the red line is above zero. So scientists would conclude this ingredient is good on average. And that's the key point. It is on average, but I'm not average, and you are not average. So why would you be sticking to the average product? This is where science is based on. This is the conclusion that is drawn. Omega-3 is healthy for you, whereas for the people below the line, it is not. So the first establishment, the first fact that we realize here is not all ingredients are going to be equally beneficial for everyone, or for some people, it's going to be even detrimental to take a certain ingredient. That's the first observation that we make. Second, the question is, how much do we need if we've established that an ingredient is working? Well, we call that the RDA. Governments love to work with RDA, recommended daily allowance. Companies love to work with RDA because it makes sense. You know, it sounds like recommended. It sounds always trustworthy. Well, how do we find the RDA? Where does it come from? Well, again, we're going to be talking about averages. We are taking, let's say, 1,000 people in a country, 1,000 healthy people, and we find out how much, say, vitamin C they eat every day. That result may look like this. 1,000 people, very different consumption of vitamin C during the day. If we reorganize that data, it's going to look like this. We're going to call a so-called bell curve. That is the typical result of an RDA study. And a bell curve looks like this, and scientists conclude, well, the average, the top of the bell curve is going to be the RDA, the recommended daily allowance. But, you know, thinking about that, it just doesn't make sense, because if that's the RDA, that means half of the people are going to get too much because they are on the left side of the average. And half of the people are going to get too little. In fact, only one person in the middle is getting what he needs, right? That is the strange assumption that we make today when we look at averages. Those 2 points is what GenLife gives it existence. We don't want to say upfront what is good for you, and we don't want to give you upfront what is good for you. We are going to find out that first. We want to prevent you from developing health concerns during and later in your life. We're talking about prevention. Prevention is about, you know, intervening in your health at the right time. And that right time is now, is not later. If this is your life curve, then you see in the bottom the age and on the left the life quality. You see that your life quality goes up very quickly, reaches a maximum point, typically 25, and then slowly starts to decline. That is what we know of our life quality, our biochemical effectiveness. And traditional thinking is that you go to a doctor when you're seriously sick. That means at the end of the curve, right? That's when you go to a doctor. And the doctor gives a drug treatment, and that means you're going to have an effect, but the effect is rather small. It's small because you wait so long before taking action. You wait until you have that diagnosis, until you have that health problem. Prevention is about realizing you have to start today. Prevention starts at any point in your life, but the sooner, the better. At that moment, you can start using our product, GenHealth, of which I will be talking about, to maximize the health benefits of nutrition. If you start earlier in your life, you're going to have a life increase quality and quantity, and as a result, many more years to your overall life curve. That is the philosophy of GenLife, and that is why we have founded this company. Now, how do we know what you need? We believe DNA is that source of information. DNA is powerful. It is in every cell. It is a code to our body. We get it from our father and our mother, and it's going to be determining everything that happens in our body. It's going to be determining the good working mechanisms, the bad working mechanisms, as a result, health risks for later in life. So it contains all that we need to know to maximize the health benefits of a nutritional supplement. What we do is we test your DNA, we find out the variations that you had the code for 52 different points, and then we can say a lot about how you are functioning and where you need extra nutritional support. We have partnered with a worldwide renowned laboratory in Salzburg, Austria. And together with them, we have developed a 52 gene variations test. We test your DNA for 52 different points. They're ISO certified, they know what they're doing, they have 15 years of experience of servicing many different clients in the world of DNA testing. You take a sample, it's very easy. When you register at GenLife, you get a box like this in the mail. You're going to be taking a sample by swirling a cotton stick in your mouth for 30 seconds. You send it back to our lab, to GenLab, through the normal mail, and it takes them on average about 6 to 10 business days before you get your result. And your result looks like this. It's a book that you will be accessing through a secure server because it's a private information, of course. Your name is on it because it's only for you. And it's going to be covering your risks, your inborn risk because of DNA for these specific health concerns. Cardiovascular disease, the number one reason for having health issues later in your life. Oxidative stress, the biggest underlying factor of many different degenerative health concerns in your life. Type 2 diabetes, detox, and cleaning your body from various poisonous molecules. You know, when you look at these lists, I believe strongly that our body is so smart that it has developed so many mechanisms to make us stay healthy. And those mechanisms work perfectly if you have the right code in the DNA and if we help it by providing the right tools so that our body can do what it does best. And those tools are micronutrients. That is what our body needs. We just need to know which ones you need and how much you need of them. That's what we do. We've covered these health concerns because they're relevant health concerns. If you look, this is data for Finland, but it works in almost every Western country. These are the health concerns that we are facing. Cardiovascular disease, again, number one health concern that we're facing. That's part of our test. Diabetes, part of our test. Alzheimer, part of our test. Many, many different health concerns are relevant, and we have a nutritional solution to them. But don't think we're only dealing with sickness here. We're dealing mostly with health, because if we know in what part our body works perfectly and which part does not work perfectly, we can work together with our body in making sure that it stays healthy as long as it's possible. What you're going to be getting in GenTest report is an overview of dietary nutrients that scientific research has shown has beneficial effects for all these different parts of that mechanism. But we know exactly which ones are going to be beneficial for you and how much you actually need of them. It's fascinating literature to look through that book and read about your own body and know what you need in terms of dietary help to stay healthy. We don't leave it alone with the Gen test. We actually make a product for you. And that was a great achievement, if I may say so. It was difficult to make a product that is different for every individual Gen Health customer. We were able to do it. It's called Gen Health, as you can see, and it is the first truly personalized nutrition prevention product. It's a designer nutrition. Your name is on it. We sign your name on the box. We shine your name on the product. It is fantastic to get that at home and to make sure and feel that you're taken care of in the best possible way. It is a very convenient way to get all the nutrients that we have tested that you will benefit mostly from. This is so unique that last week we were invited in the Frankfurt Food Summit, an Functional Food Summit, an international renowned conference where we were, Mario and myself, the keynote speakers to the industry of functional foods, because they know this is the future. But they also know that we were the company able to deliver it so early to the field. And that was amazing to them, how we were able to do that. But we have managed it, and now it's available to you. Now, how do we get this to the field? We know from our experience, Mario and myself, that you can launch products in many different ways. But this is a product that needs a story, a product that needs a vision, that needs an emotional link to it almost. We know that the most effective way of getting products that have an innovative value to the field is by getting people talking about it. And that, because of our history, know that the best channel is the direct sales channel. And that's what we've chosen. We know that this is the single best channel to get an innovation to the market. We know that Many people of you on this call know this channel and have been doing this for a number of years. And some of you who have not done it, it's very simple to explain. You start using the product, you get your Gen test done, you get your Gen Health at home, and you start sharing your experiences with people around you. And that is so effective because the most effective commercial activity is having a personal testimonial about the product. Now, we value that so much that when you do that, and somebody else is going to start using Gen Health as well because of your recommendation, we are going to reward you. We are going to give you a reward, a financial reward for that activity. And we know that you are willing to do that because we have so many positive testimonials about our product. This compensation plan, which we call Gen Health, has as a result no borders. And we don't require you to sell products. This is a compensation plan, an opportunity where you just advise. In fact, you cannot sell products. You cannot buy and sell because you don't know what your customer, your future customer may need. That customer needs to go to have their Gen test done first. So they can only buy directly for us. But we will always keep track of where the recommendation came from. We are truly a sharing health company, not a selling health company. Now, how do we compensate you? Very simple. It's a very simple compensation plan with three different pillars. First, we reward you for finding new Gen Health health advisors or customers. And for everybody you find in your entire group, you are going to be earning 149 euros and 75 cents every time, forever. It doesn't matter how long you have been a GenLife health advisor. Every time you refer this product and this opportunity to someone, and that person starts because of you, you're going to be earning 149.75. That is great money for your efforts. But it doesn't stop there. We know that in order to grow this business as effectively as possible, we need to duplicate ourselves. We need to make sure that other people get inspired by our activities and start doing the same as you are doing. That's why we created the launch bonus. The launch bonus means that every time somebody you advised to become a GenLife health advisor, if that person finds new people on their own, you have shown leadership. You have taught them how to do that. And that means you're going to be earning 30 euro on that activity. And as you grow in your business, if you become bigger, you're going to be tapping into 20 euros for every new sign up, every new registration in your entire team. And if you grow even further, and then somebody else has grown as well and gets to 20 euros, you're going to be earning 10 euros on everybody in your team. And that goes up to 5 euros on an even bigger group. That is true leadership. Teaching your group what to do and making them grow as you grow along with them. That's what we reward. And then finally, we have the royalty commission. That is a long-term, forever income opportunity that when you've created a consumer group, people that use Gen Health every month, you're going to be earning a royalty commission of every generation up to 8 generations deep of your organization. That is the long-term income potential and is staying there as long as your business is up and running. That is a fantastic and easy to explain income opportunity with GenLife. We've seen many people already joining this GenLife health advisorship and earning their commission on a monthly basis because we know the value of you sharing the opportunity with people around you. We also provide you daily support. We will be launching in the next few weeks our Gen Support program, a completely app-driven program where we will be providing you with tools like audio files, like video files, like PowerPoints, like training material, simply to support you in growing your business. Because we know many people need help from day one. They need to be taught what exactly are the best and most effective ways of building their own specific GenLife business. We're going to make that available to everybody, not just people who pay for it. Everybody is going to be having access to these training tools. Many companies in our field charge quite a serious amount for such tools, but we believe everybody should have access to it. So from day one, when you register, this tool, Gen Support, is available to you. Yes, it costs something, but only if you make at least twice the amount in commissions from GenWealth. The cost is going to be 16 euros per month. So it means that from 32 euros of commission, that's the moment when you're going to be start paying the fee for using Gen Support. If you don't make that amount yet, we're not charging you anything, because we know at that point it is very important for you to have all the support we are able to offer in order to become successful. That is GenLife, ladies and gentlemen. We're very proud, Maria and myself, to be having launched this company. We have seen so much enthusiasm of people who understand the value of nutrition, who understand that this is an innovation on the nutrition that they're already taking today. And we've seen so many people realizing that they can embark on the Gen Wealth compensation plan and capitalize on this next step in nutrition. Ladies and gentlemen, talk to the person that has invited you to this webinar, or send us an email at info@genlife.today. Thank you very much. I'm opening the chat screen, and I see a chat from Ivar from Norway. Hello, very warm welcome. We were just in Oslo doing a presentation for our friends in Norway. And let me see if there are some questions from people. You can type it in now. Yes, I have already a question here. The question is about, I would love to take the product, but I can't take it because I think there is vitamin K in it and I cannot take that. Well, this is a very good question and a very interesting question, and a unique situation as well that we are able to deliver at GenHealth. You know, old-fashioned products, old-fashioned supplement products, you either take the whole thing or you don't take anything, because there's no way in between. It's fixed what the composition is. Well, let me tell you, GenHealth is designer nutrition. It's personalized. We make it only for you. So that means if you have a specific ingredient that you cannot take because of whatever reason, you send us that information and we'll take that ingredient out of your product. That is another unique angle to GenHealth. Nobody has that today in the market. We can design the perfect product for you. So I don't see any other questions coming in. I thank you very much, everybody on this webinar, and please be in touch with us. Follow our Facebook channel at facebook.com/mygenlife, and you will see a lot of user stories, and you will see a lot of information on upcoming events and upcoming activities. And make sure there are a few more days left to qualify for our Salzburg incentive, which is going to be in the beginning of December. We take you, if you qualify, to Austria to see our DNA lab and to see our production facilities. It's going to be a fantastic event. Thank you very much and have a great evening. Bye-bye.